The truth behind the stage names of musicians. Number 1. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X achieved fame after the release of the hit Old Town Road. Obviously, that isn't his real name. If you're curious, his given name is Montero Lamar Hill. So where did he come up with the stage name Lil Nas X? It certainly seems a bit nonsensical. Well, his stage name is derived from an alias he previously used on the internet. He added the X for the Roman numeral in anticipation of hitting the mogul legendary level. He believed it would take him about 10 years to get where he wanted to be. Number 2. John Legend. Last year, John Legend was voted Sexiest Man Alive, and this year he was nominated for 2 Grammys. His name so perfectly fits an actual musical legend that most people don't know it's not actually his birth name. He was born John Roger Stevens. His stage name came to be when a close friend started calling him Legend, while he was working his way up in the music industry. In interviews, he has talked about how the pressure was really on, walking around with a stage name like Legend. Before continue, don't forget subscribe and like hit button. Thank goodness he lived up to the hype. Number 3. Post Malone. There's usually an interesting story behind everything involving Post Malone, and the origin of his stage name is no exception. He actually used one of those rap name generators on the internet to come up with it. He said in interviews that he knew he needed a name, and one of those handy generators was the best option at the time. Apparently, creativity has its limits. He has also commented that now he's stuck with it thanks to using the generator when he was only 14. At least it's a pretty good name. We honestly can't imagine him going by any other name, so it obviously suits him. Number 4. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is one of those names that just sounds musical and is easy to remember. The story behind her stage name isn't as interesting as most, as it's just an abbreviation of her real name, but it just sounds so good. Her real name is also pretty long, so shortening it seemed like a good call. Her full name is actually Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell, with hits that just keep on coming. We are sure glad we weren't going to have to spit that mouthful out for the next 20 years or so. Thank you for watching. Remember, hit bell button to get new video notification